Hey guys, it's Kim here. Welcome back to my channel. So it's been ages since I last posted a video, but I had quite a bit of spare time today and I was just watching a YouTube video. I was like, that girl's makeup is really, really nice. I was like, I don't feel like doing some makeup. So I was like, okay, let's do some makeup and we'll film it and you guys can see it as well. So what I'm planning to do today, which may or may not happen, we'll see how we go. I am planning to do 2 different Christmas looks for Christmas this year. So one of them is going to be kind of a reddish, goldish kind of look. The other one's going to be a greenish, silverish kind of look. So, because depending on different skin tones, if you're cool, warm, dark, light, whatever, different eyeshadows look weird. So I'm going to give you 2 options, and then later on, closer to Christmas, we might do another like red and green or silver and gold, or see what we can do. So that's what we're planning to do today. I have currently nothing on my face at all. I'm going to leave it like that for just a little bit. I'm going to go straight to the eyes first and then we'll move on from there. So first things, I guess. And my hair is currently like a weird copperishy, pinkishy colour, which will probably clash with both of these eye looks, but we're going to go with it anyway. I'm going to zoom you in. Okay, so we are currently very badly focused. We're zoomed in so you can see my eyes, and I think we're going to start both of these looks with the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencil in Milk, just so that they're both starting with a nice white base. So I'm just going to put some of that there, very badly just put some of that there, that is fine. And we're just going to spread it out with my finger, mainly because most of my brushes are slightly dirty at the moment, which is a bit annoying, but we will deal with it. Okay, so we have just a little bit of a base there. It's not crazy intense white or anything, which is probably good, but it is a base, so we are started. Oh, my brush is gone. Alright, next thing that I want to do is grab just kind of a bit of a skin tone colour. So I'm actually going to use, what colour is this? I'm using Inglot for all of these, but I'm just going to use this light colour here. And kind of just going to go, I'm just going to start over here just to make sure it's not a crazy colour, which is not, so then we're going to go over pretty much the entire eye now. Just with that skin colour eyeshadow, so that the eyeshadow base isn't too sticky or whatever, because that will sometimes make it catch at certain points, and this is definitely not the right brush for this. Let's change to a dirtier brush, but a brush that is better suited for this job. There we go. Okay, so now we've got like a skin coloured base, as opposed to like a brighter base, which is what we had before, and I think that's pretty good. It looks like there's shadows there, but there's actually not. So we've got that down. I might just go over one more time just to make sure it's nicely coated and there's no extra spots anywhere. So currently right now we just have one eye that looks pretty normal, and we've got one eye that we've done nothing to. So next thing that we're going to do, I'm actually going to use this brush this time. We're going to start with the kind of reddishy, goldishy, orangey coloured one, and we're going to start that. I'm going to start with orange. Orange isn't a Christmas colour. I don't have any bright red. I don't want to use any bright red, so it's going to be pretty much, hello. It's going to be pretty much oranges and then like dark reds. I just want to see what colour this orange actually is. Oh, that's not bad. Very bright. Very, very bright. Okay, so we're going to put this orangey colour right in the centre. Right there. There we go. So we're just going to have that blended in the centre. Then I'm going to get an orangey shimmery colour, because that was a pretty much matte colour. So this is an orange shimmery colour. That is going to go on the outside of it. So we're not fully going into the outer crease, but we're just adding a little bit of shimmer into it, a slightly different colour, blending it so it fits nicely. There we go. Okay, next thing we're going to go with kind of a reddish, like a, I'm going to say rusty red, but I don't think it is rusty red. And we're just going to pack that into the outer corner, right there, and blend that into the orangey colour. Okay, and we're also going to take this, did I just put that somewhere I didn't like? I don't think so. We're also going to take this into the crease and ever so gently just draw the line that we want our crease to have. I don't like to go there. I never get the crease right. Alright, so that looks a bit strange right now. We're going to go and blend that later. We're just going to make this like a little bit of a point. Not really a point, I guess. And then we're going to get a bit more of that colour on it and pack it into the outer corner. And maybe a slightly darker tone as well. Just in the very outer corner area. There. Alright, not bad, not bad. Little bit of an error up there. Gonna tap off some of that stuff. Go back to the slightly lighter colour that we've got over here, and we're just gonna fix up this little edge here. Yeah, so that now it's kind of to a point. That looks a bit strange, but we'll go with it. Yeah, okay, I'm cool with that. And we're going to take that red colour all the way into the centre, which will look a bit strange, but looks okay so far, looks okay so far. I'm going to continue using this brush, and I'm going to go underneath the eye. Just a little bit, and then I'm going to go back to the colourful, like shimmery orange. Hello, focus. Okay, so then we've got that. It is very, very reddish toned at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I've just got that brush that I just used. I'm just going to go along the edges with this colour again. Like, I'm not reapplying it, just what's left over, and just blend it a little bit so it's not a harsh line, and it's blended with the orangey, slightly lightish colour. And then I might go with actually a cream skin toned colour and just blend that a little bit more. Again, not a great colour for blending, but we're going to go with it. We're also kind of packing on the under eye highlight colour as well, so let's do that over here. Just pack that on there. This is just like a plain matte colour. Oh goodness, didn't need to get that there. Okay, so final steps of the part that we've done already. I'm just going to reapply the shimmery orange colour a little bit, and a little bit of the just plain matte orange in the centre because it got very blended out. There we go. Kind of like fire. Alright, and lastly, the last step, we're going to go in with a gold colour. And we're going to pack the gold colour on the inner corner. Hopefully that's showing up. So this is like a darkish gold at the moment, but we might change that to kind of a more yellowy gold colour, because I think I've got a more yellowy gold colour somewhere. And the yellowy gold right here. Yeah, let's use that. And we're just going to blend that colour into the orange Using as much as we need, packing it on. There we go. Making sure it is in the inner corner as well. And we might have a bit of this colour. Just trying to get that beautiful gold colour to show through nicely. And we're going to blend it up into the crease as well. So that's what we've got so far. Depending on like the gold that you use, like even like a gold shimmery colour would be really nice. A gold glitter would be lovely. Anything like that. But we want to make sure that it's fully blended up in here, so that this part kind of looks a little bit orange tinged, and make sure that it's blended nicely to the orange in the center. So I'm just going to go back and forward until I am happy with the result. And I've got the shimmery sparkly gold that I would like. And everything is blended and nice. So I think that is quite good. I'm now going to use a lighter, more subtle gold colour. And I'm just going to use that as a highlight under the eyebrow, because this is more of a skin tone, so just going to put that there. And then finally, I'm going to go back in with the blending brush, and we're just going to blend. And yes, I think that's nice. So then we can also go under the eye with a little bit of the shimmery gold, and that is lovely. So with this, probably a black eyeliner if people want eyeliner, or I'm using powdered, just like an eyeshadow, but just going along the eyeline, just patting it into the eyeline and dragging it along, just to give my lashes more definition, because I find that, especially with colourful looks, I don't really want big giant eyeliner, because it defeats the purpose for the blending and stuff. It just covers it all up completely. So that way I just got like a nice soft eyeline, but it really does quite a lot for my actual eye. And I can also do that on the bottom as well, and don't poke myself in the eye because that will hurt. Wow. So I'm not going in the waterline, I'm just going underneath, kind of where the lashes actually are, but it tickles. Okay. That will do. Alright, we are going to leave that for a moment and move on to the next eye, which is going to be our kind of greenish coloured eye look. So we're going to do the same thing as before, and I found a much better skin tone colour as well. So we've got a big thing of white in it. Don't knock the mirror over. That was very, very close. Okay, so we've got the white base. We're going to go in with a brush. We're going to put our skin tone colour on. We're just going to go over it. Make sure that it is nice and fully blended. Okay, so we're going very green look for this one. It is going to be very, very green. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need a new brush. Nope, not that one. Ooh, that would be nice. It's got purple on it. It just looks purple, I think. Okay, so we're going to grab some green. So I've actually got a dark-ish turquoisey colour right now, and I'm going to start in the crease, and I'm just going to go from one edge to the other edge this time. I don't know why. Usually I don't do this, but it just happened to fit the brush that I picked up. So we've got that. And I'm just going to paint it in the crease where I want it to go, which is about there. Man, that is sticky. I don't know why that's sticky, and now my hands are sticky and I don't like it sticky. Okay, next we're going to go in with a bright green colour. So this is really, really bright green. So we're going to go in and we're just going to blend that all the way over the eye. So right now, like that could pretty much be an eye look in itself, but we want to incorporate some more into it because it is a Christmas look. So I have some more of a darker green. It's not the same dark green as the one we already used. We're just going to put that in the outer corner here. It's a very green colour, but it's got a little bit of shimmer, so just in the outer corner there, we're just going to blend it. It looks very, very dark on the camera. It's not actually that dark in real life. There we go. So we've got that kind of blended in there. Now we need to incorporate the silver that I want to incorporate. So the way we're going to do that, we're going to grab some silver, very lots of silver, and we're going to go right in the middle, and we're going to go the very inner corner and blend up. So we've got a bit of that, and we're just going to need to go back and forth working out where we're going to have green and where we're going to have silver and where we're going to have both. We might actually do a nice gradient from silver to green instead of having silver in the middle as well. So let's start about halfway and then blend. So this is just going to take a lot of blending. There we go. And we're just going to go zoop, zoop, zoop. Okay, and I think a little bit more of the darker green colour. So I got that on the top of my brush. And we're going to go in the outer corner and sweep it into the crease. Okay, once we've got that, we're going to take just a normal skin tone. We're just going to go like that, just to make sure it's all nicely blended. Oh, I like that. I think that's quite nice. So what we're going to do next is, I don't think I have anything to wipe this off. We're just going to try and get a lot of the fallout out from under my eye, and we're going to grab, where's that brush? I've lost the brush. I'm forever losing the brush that I want. Ooh, that could work. It's very pointed. Alright, we're going to try with this. So we're going to go and grab, on the same brush we originally used, the original colour that we used. No, it doesn't work very well. That's got stuff on it. I don't have so many brushes that I can't use. Because I use them for weird things like Halloween makeup looks and stuff, and then they never come off and it's all weird and gross. And let's go with this bright colour. Okay, and lastly the silver, making sure it goes all the way across and it blends in nicely. So we've got kind of a nice gradient effect going. I want a little bit more of this dark colour. It's not really darker, it's just a different tone, I think. Okay, I think that's nice. So I'm going to go back in with that makeup wipe, just right everywhere. I don't want to have makeup. And then we're going to go in again on top of the eye, and I might try this dark green colour and see if that works the way I want it to. I hear crying babies. Why do I hear crying babies? Okay, the green mixed with some black. We're just going to put that on the lash line just to kind of emphasize. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Do I have any toner or something here? I do. Okay, so this makeup wipe not really doing a very good job right now, so I'm just going to chuck a little bit of toner on there. It's a bit of dried out makeup wipe, so I'm just going to make sure that that's nice and cleaned up, and this side as well. Excellent. Okay, good, done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to zoom back out. Lovely. And we're going to go in with a couple of things. We've got concealer first. So I'm just going to put some of that on my hands. And I am going to use this brush here, which is probably not a concealer brush, and we're going to go through and just conceal the things that need a lot of concealing. So we'll start with these guys, I think, and then we'll move on to my under eyes and stuff like that once that's had a little bit of time to dry. And we'll go in there. It will get blended out more later, so I don't really mind. And then we're going to go down in a little V down here, and then just blending out underneath. Okay, cool. So that's that, and then we're going to go in with foundation. I'm going to go with the Covergirl Outlast Fabulous Foundation, just because it was one of the ones that was closest to the top, and just a Sigma round kabuki brush. This is a very liquidy foundation, I wasn't aware of that. And we're just going to pat it in. Both of these are going to be fairly similar but slightly different face look. So the concealer and foundation and stuff will be the same because it's mostly always the same, and then the blush and bronzer will possibly change depending on the side of the face that we're talking about and the particular look. So right now, just making sure it's all blended in, and I'm getting close to the eyebrow and close to the hairline and stuff like that. There we go. Alrighty. Lovely, 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 lovely. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with a translucent setting powder on a big giant kabuki brush, and I'm just going to go through and just set that everywhere. I don't feel like I need much more than this. I might also go through actually with a powder foundation and just lightly go over the top of this to make sure it's my actual skin colour and everything's nice, mainly because I've got one right in front of me, so I might as well. So we're going to go in with just a little bit, oh goodness, that was a lot, of powder foundation. This is slightly darker than the actual foundation's colour, which I think is good because I think that this foundation is a little bit light for my skin tone. Okay, so that just warmed us up just a tad. So I'm going to go in next with blush. So I've got a blush brush. I'm going to go in with two different blushes. Actually no, let's do what's this called? Bronzer. We're going to do bronzer. Okay, so the first one we got is Hulu. The second one is a deep colour from Elizabeth Arden. One of them, this one is more of a cool tone, and the other one's a little bit more of a not cool tone. So we're going to go with the Hulu bronzer, grab a little bit on the brush, tap it off, and go on this side. And we're just going to contour a little bit with that. Make sure we go up here as well. Okay, so we're not going to do very much. And then the next one is the Elizabeth Arden Deep. Now this is a darker but slightly more warm toned bronzer. So we're just going to go in with that. Blend, blendy, blendy, blend. So it doesn't look like a straight line on my face, which it actually looks quite nice. Not on camera, but the second you put stuff on camera, it's all of a sudden like goes crazy everywhere, and it looks strange, and it looks like it's everywhere, even though it's not. Okay, that is nicely blended. Knock my mirror over again. Okay, so we've got that. Next is blush. So I'm not really sure which one I want to go for. I think the first one we're going to go for is this one here. It's called Sunkissed Coral from Elizabeth Arden, and I'm going to go on this brush. And this is kind of like a peachy-ish, coralish colour. So we're going to do that over here, just on the cheeks and going backwards. We don't want too much. This isn't a great blush brush either. Where's my blush brush? I had it 2 seconds ago. There we go. So let's do this. There you go. So they've got some red tones. It's a very coralish colour. So quite a bit of red in it, and it's quite pretty. Quite pretty indeed. I'm going to put I can't open it. Why can't I open it? MAC Dainty Blush. This is a very pink tone, more so than the other one, which was a bit orangey pink. So it's going to be slightly softer, and I think that's going to suit this side, but also like a beige blush would probably be better, but I don't actually own any of those. I don't know. Very hard to see on the camera blushes. Okay, so I've got my blushes down, so that's nice. Next we're going to go on to our highlighter. So for this side here, which is the kind of more warm side, I'm going to use MAC Soft and Gentle, which is like a golden wood light. Keep knocking my mirror over, it's not very nice. Okay, and I'm going to use the same brush we used for our contour. I'm just going to swirl it in the colour and just go over the tops of my cheekbones, so you can already see the glow there. Really pretty glow, really pretty. And just go all the way back. And I do a bit on the top of the nose there as well. Okay, and the other one that I'm going to use is not actually a highlighter, it is an eyeshadow, but it is a really pretty kind of pink toned white. So we're just going to go through, put that on. Hopefully you can see. There we go. And I've got a little bit more So it's a lot subtler, but it is still there, and it is more of a white silverish highlighter, though theoretically you could go in with a silver based highlighter as well if you wanted to. So those are the two sides highlighted now. So what I do next is I want to go over one last time with a fluffy brush and a little bit of foundation on it. I'm just going to go like that just to blend all the colours together. Oh, and I got an itchy nose. Itchy nose, itchy nose. Okay, so they're the face looks. So this one's more subtle and kind of cool toned, and this is more like goldish and not as subtle, or at least in my opinion. So the next thing I'm going to do is grab eyebrow brush and brow powder. Just going to go in quickly with some brow powder and just fill in my brows, just to make them a bit sharper. I'm going to go down this way, just so that you can see my brows less sparsely and just a little bit better at framing my face like this. I'm going to be a little bit darker, so I did the light colour just to fill in the spaces, and I'm doing a little bit of the dark colour just to make it a little bit more obvious, the parts that I want a little bit more obvious. Okay, good enough. Okay, so my brows are done. Next I'm going to put on mascara, and you could do fake eyelashes, which would be really nice for this kind of look. Oh goodness, there's a hair in my mascara. Sure, I'll take that. Hello, get off my finger, thank you. Alright, so I'm just going to put mascara probably just on the upper lashes. I'm trying to avoid putting things on my lower lashes at the moment because my eyes have been quite irritated lately, and I find that the lower lashes are more likely to get product into my eye than the upper lashes. So I'm just going to put on some mascara. And the other side, oh, there's a big clump on the bottom of that one. And just get the eyelashes nice and coated and long. Okay, that makes it a little bit nicer. Okay, and then the last thing to do is a lip product. This is called Exposed by Tarte, and it is a very nude colour. So that's one of the options I would go with. That would work quite well for both looks. So we've got a nice nude colour that doesn't take away too much from either look, but you could also go with something like this type of colour, which is like a berry. Which probably wouldn't be best for that because so just kind of like a berry, like a deep berry colour. Gorgeous. Probably would go better on this side with the green, but we're going to leave it like that for the moment. So those are the two kind of lips. Would work both for either eye, I think. So we get really close. So this is my red and green Christmas, red and gold Christmas side. This is my green and silver Christmas side. So I think both of those turned out quite well. They were both fairly easy to do, so anyone could do them, and they're both a little bit festive. So if you guys enjoyed, if you did, please leave a like down below. It does help me out quite a bit, and other than that, I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely day. Whoa. This is going to look good, my hair. Yeah, kind of matches. I hope you have a lovely day, keep smiling, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye!